Tokyo Ghoul sounds really interesting right now, and after seeing that first episode, I am excited to actually watch more of this. This looks like a great start to the summer 2014 lineup. The first one I've seen so far, and so far, Tokyo Ghoul is setting up a good high bar right now for what we should be expecting. So our main protagonist is Kaneki Ken, who seems like the main guy, sort of like, you know, he's sort of shy, he's like a bookworm, he likes this girl like Rize, and he's like talking with his friend, saying, you know, oh, I like this girl, it's like, and she seems to be into the same books as I. And we find early on that this kid, like, he lost his, like, mom and dad, like, very young in his age, and that he's pretty much been in his own, and the only way he really kept himself entertained was through his books. And like, we see a lot of the other cast as well in this episode. Like, we do see Hide, who is the best friend character. We see the waitress Kirishima Toka, who is a very interesting character. Nishiki, who is a glasses sort of ghoul. And it seems like in Japan there is these ghouls which seem to be like feeding off corpses, and that, you know, normally they're supposed to eat like people once a month just to keep themselves sustained. It's like it seems like they're part of society, and it's like they're stronger than usual, and they seem to have these blood abilities. Like, it's a lot like Dead Man Wonderland with the powers that they use and all that. And I'm just very interested where this can go, because they really said, like, it was a lot of the build up for the first episode, but from what we see, like, we see like the main guy after Rize, like spoiler alerts in this video, by the way, finds out that Rize is a ghoul as well and actually attacks them. And you just see the suffering, the animation. I believe this Period doing this. Period really put their money into this one, because this animation, the facial expressions, the shivering that they were doing, you know, the terror on like Kaneki's face was just perfect. It was just absolutely great, and it's just showing true terror and true darkness, like, just throughout the whole series. This is a very dark, nitty-gritty action series from the looks of it, and it's like potentially on that Dead Man Wonderland level, and that's what gets me excited about this series. It's like, and seeing getting attacked, and then actually seeing that she actually got killed from the scenes of it by like all these just giant like buildings, like, you know, blockades and shit's like falling on her, and actually they had to do a transplant into Kaneki to keep him alive. But no, it seems like they didn't know that actually they transport, even though we don't even know that the doctor could have known about this, but it seems like he is now half ghoul, half human. And what I liked about the first episode is that you're showing Kaneki's struggle of trying to come to the conclusion that he's a ghoul. He's wanting to eat people. He's there in the middle of the street, like, just looking at it, seeing that, like, men, women, family, children. He's like, I want to eat someone right now. And he's there drooling. It's like, and also as well, to prove that you're a ghoul, you also as well, like, normal stuff like knives don't hurt you. You also as well, like, you don't have a taste of human food anymore. Like, even, like, his favorite food, like, he was trying to force himself to eat, you know, and drink, like, milk. He was trying to eat his favorite burger, and he was thrown up. Yet he just kept forcing and forcing himself just to say that he is not a ghoul. He doesn't want anything like that. And it's like, it was a very powerful moment in the episode. And when he tried to go to a feeding grounds, which is like selected by the Anteku that they're known as, and we get seen as well that, you know, that the waitress that we saw in the first episode, like Toka, seems to be actually a ghoul as well and part of this organization. And we see Nishiki actually thinks this is his territory now, due to the fact that Rize, who was like a binge eater, sort of like disappeared. And it's like, and what I liked about it at the end of the episode is, like, he's like so close to like trying to grab it around me, a part of like Helsing, when like when you see like the main girl like trying to eat like for the first time, it was like he was just punching the ground. He's like, no, I don't want to eat, I don't want to eat. I want to keep my humanity. He's like screaming, and I just really liked how the episode ended with that. And Toka forced him to eat, like by putting something into his mouth like that, and just overall seeing a little hint of like what the action is going to be like. I'm really interested right now. It seems like it looks really good. And just to mention as well, that opening, like, I've heard the opening before, but I just heard it again. It's like, oh my god, why is the opening so godlike? We didn't see any like animation to it. We just heard it like most animes, they normally just show the opening at the end as like music, but why does it sound so good? It's just like a very dark song, very terrifying, and it's like, I think I can really enjoy this, and I think I want to talk about this every week. Like, people have been talking about the manga for a lot recently. I'm very interested in how the manga is like. Probably after I've watched the anime, I will probably read the manga, see if there's any difference in it like that. So far, episode 1 has some great build-up. I would like to see a little bit more action, or just get a little bit more explanation on the ghouls. And definitely as well, Kaneki seems like an interesting character, and I'm more interested in his way of turning it, dealing with his sanity. That seems like a very psychological thing that's going to happen. So personally, for the first episode, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. It was a very good episode. Animation, soundtrack, just everything was just really good like that. I just wanted a little bit more explanation on the ghouls. That's the only nitpick I had with this episode. But I hope to keep talking about these every Thursday. I want to talk about like Tokyo Ghoul. But let me know what you think of Tokyo Ghoul in the comment section down below. But that's all from me. I want to thank you so much for watching as always. And remember, Strala Panda, and I'll see you guys next time.